Financial markets were closed yesterday, obviously. They opened today, and joining us right now is Channel 13 financial advisor Steve Budin. And Steve, we're talking about some oil news here and some possible production talks between Saudi Arabia and Russia right now.
Yeah, it's a slow news week data-wise, but interesting things on the fringes. And today you have the leaders of Saudi Arabia and Russia getting together for oil talks. They're trying to stem production. You know, the production keeps rising. Prices keep dropping. What's interesting is, you don't have credibility when they announced this meeting and oil prices still went down.
Wow.
So nobody really believes that anything is going to happen with these talks. But what they're trying to do is, talk up the price. So far, not successful.
And you're also talking about some issues right now brewing with the foreign banks.
Yep, and this is, anytime a bank says things are okay, you have to be nervous because they're not okay.
That's the rule of thumb.
Big rule of thumb, which we should have learned years ago.
Right.
But over in Europe, there's some debate whether some of the big European banks have overlent to some of these countries that have been producing oil. And the fear is that some of these debts may not be paid. So it's good to keep an eye on it. Just because I haven't talked about Europe the last 6 months doesn't mean that there's not problems still over there. And we're beginning to see that happen again. But again, we'll keep our eye on it. But it makes me nervous when the bankers say there's nothing to worry about.
Right. And now back here on the home front, you're saying home builders right now, it's a little bit of a nervous time for them. Why? What's going on?
It is. The home builder surveys came out this morning, and they're still optimistic, but not as much as a couple of months ago. So it's a little slower in terms of their optimism. One of the challenges the home builders have, though, which I guess is a bad news, good news thing, is they can't find qualified labor. Interestingly enough, years ago, home builders were all over the place, but a lot of that talent has since left. Hopefully they can find, if you're looking for a job, the trades really are in high demand with the home builders.
And real quick, we got to wrap up here, but tax season, it's hard to say, but it's already upon us. It's time to get going.
Right, tax season's starting. I say this, the earlier you file, obviously, the earlier you get your refund, and you also avoid potential your refund going to another person. However, investment statements, 1099s, are just beginning to go out now, so make sure you file with all the proper paperwork. Don't rush it.
All right, Steve Budin, as always, thank you so
Sure.
much for your time. Dana.